Hi everyone, Josh here from the Income Replacement Project. Today is Wednesday, 18th of March. Now, I just wanted to post this video as a quick recap on a few things that happened yesterday. So Amazon have made an announcement about about certain products being restricted from being able to be sent into the fulfillment center. So I've been getting lots of questions about this from those of you on my YouTube channel, those in my coaching program and stuff like that. So I just wanted to do a quick video just to recap what we know so far, what's happened, and what that looks like going forward. So the first thing is sometime yesterday morning, we noticed that we were not able to create shipping plans. We weren't able to post products. If you're using third-party apps to list your products, you'll notice that you got some kind of error message saying that you couldn't list the product. And also, if you're outsourcing retail arbitrage using your seller app, or you're looking up anything on the seller app, you'll notice you're seeing a little hazmat icon. Now, it's not that product is now considered hazmat. It's now that Amazon are basically telling us that those products, for the time being, in the immediate future, are not able to be sent into the fulfillment centers. Now, the reason for this is because Amazon are doing what there's a document, an article, which I will post a link to below this video so you can have a full read and brush up on everything. But essentially, they are temporarily prioritizing products coming into the fulfillment centers. And those products fall into the following categories. There's 6 categories: baby products, health and household, beauty and personal care, grocery, industrial and scientific, and pet supplies. So those 6 categories are the categories at the moment that Amazon are prioritizing coming into the fulfillment centers. And there's a few questions that come off the back of this that I've been having, so we'll get to those now. So people are saying, well, what about shipments that I created before March 17th? If they're already inbound or they were due for collection by UPS, then Amazon have said shipments created before March 17th, 2020 will be received as usual. So you've got nothing to worry about if you've already got something in the system. Just please bear in mind that it may take the normal time, but it might take longer than usual to process this. We just have to have an understanding of the whole situation here. Look at the bigger picture. Try not to look at it through the lens of you and your personal business, because there's a lot at stake here. There's a lot going on in the Amazon ecosystem, and I'm sure that Amazon are being coerced by the governments and things like that to, make these changes to be able to support the economy, the people going forward with the things, and ensuring people have the products that they need. So what I expect to see going forward is that those products will be given a priority, and I expect to see delivery times increase for non-essential goods as well, because essential goods are going to be prioritized. Orders for essential goods are going to be prioritized. That's my thoughts. Now, this is set to happen until the 5th of April 2020 right now, which is interesting because I was thinking, well, why the 5th of April? That's the end of the tax year. It's the final day of the tax year, so I wonder if that has anything to do with it. It just seems a little bit of a random number otherwise, but anyway. So I phoned seller support because I wanted confirmation of this. And they were able to confirm that it is indeed the case that they are going to be restricting those products that are outside of this categories going into fulfillment centers up until the 5th of April. They're saying it could go on longer, but obviously it depends what happens between now and then. So from the point of recording this video, that's like, what, 3 weeks? So it's not a huge amount of time. So people are asking me, like, what can we do now? How does that affect us personally in our businesses? Because whilst I said that, we have to look at the bigger picture, us Amazon says, we've also got our own bills to pay as well. Now, if you're fortunate enough to have a lot of stock in Amazon right now, I think you're going to see an increase in sales, slow increase, and then as soon as the lockdown hits, because at the time of recording this video, the lockdown has not happened yet, but I think it's imminent. It's going to happen any day now. But when that does, things are going to change radically. So be prepared for that. I've recommended in a previous video, hold fast on your prices, and don't be sort of reacting to anything just yet. Sort of wait and see how things play out. So another point I wanted to make is that where is it? Amazon are talking about your IPI score. So some people are concerned about the IPI score. So for those that are not familiar with the IPI score, it's the Inventory Performance Index, and we're basically graded on how we run our inventory, how in stock we are, how long it's in stock for, and all that kind of stuff. So Amazon are saying that they understand that this issue of them not allowing us to send stock in right now is going to affect the IPI score. So they're working to accommodate that in the thing. So you haven't got to worry about any of that kind of stuff. Okay, so what can you do to keep your product moving out the door? Like on Monday or Sunday night, I stayed up right late to prepare 2 massive boxes of like 300 products ready to go into the fulfillment centers. I managed to get a load of boxes packed up and posted to Amazon, posted to Seller Central, so that they were in, the shipments were in and created on Sunday. Anyway, I got a couple of boxes in the other day successfully, but then Sunday night I got a load of stuff ready, and I hadn't clicked the button from the third-party app I use to push it across to Amazon, and I tried to do that Monday morning and it wouldn't let me to do it. So perhaps you're like me and you've got some stock kind of sitting at home, sitting in your home office, your spare room or whatever, waiting to go, and you're thinking, I'm not going to be able to do anything with this between now and the 5th of April, potentially further on. So as the situation as it is right now, please note that it depends when you're watching this video, the situation may have changed, but right now, on the 18th of March, the postal system is still up and running and operational. So what can we do? We can list our offers as fulfilled by merchant. So most of you are probably using FBA. If you follow me and you follow my recommendations, you'll be using FBA. But for those of you that are not for those of you that have inventory not sent into the fulfillment centers right now, everything that you've got is still available for sale. If it's in the fulfillment center, it's going to be available for sale, but the stuff that you have at home obviously will not be. So you can create an offer inside of Seller Central for those goods that you have at home as a fulfilled by merchant seller. And what I've noticed, now I don't know if this is purely a coincidence, but I have noticed that merchant fulfilled products, merchant fulfilled offers have been giving preference in the buy box over FBA offers right now for non-essential products. So what does that mean? That means that you should be getting your, if you've got the time and you're not obviously one of the high risk groups. My wife is 22 weeks pregnant right now, so it's not an option for me. I really don't want to be going to the post office and mingling with people if I don't have to. So if you're not in the high risk group, you can be creating these fulfilled by merchant offers where you will physically take the goods, well, you'll pick, pack and post your own orders basically. But it's a way to get that stock out of the door. If you've got some sort of sitting around and you're concerned about the cash flow situation going forward, you'll be able to make the most of that. At least for the time being, that situation could change any day. So I'm going to try and stay on top of what's happening. I'm going to try and keep my ear to the ground with Amazon. I'm keeping in touch with seller support. I recommend you guys do the same. But please don't panic. That's the best thing. The most important thing is not to panic. None of us have ever been here before, but panic gets us nowhere. So all that I know is that we just have to keep looking at the situation logically, looking at it from a perspective where we can think, this is the situation right now. What can I do to accommodate it? What can I do to support it? What can I do? You know what I'm saying. Don't panic. Try and utilize the situation to the best of your ability. As awful and as evil as it is out there right now, it's the reality and it's what we're living with. So we've just got to roll with the punches. So that's it for me today. I just wanted to get that message out there because I've had lots of questions. Keep the questions coming in. And for those of you in my coaching program, I'm going to talk to you about some training that we're going to be doing that I'm sort of planning for when we do go into lockdown. And for those of you who are not in the coaching program but are interested in joining us for that training, make sure you sign up to my email list, and I'll be letting you all know about what's happening and when. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch up with you real soon.